In this video, we are going to do candy corn nails with acrylic. So I start by nailing some tips on the fake hand. And with the fake hand, it's helpful if you take the tip backwards, so the free edge faces the cuticle of the hand, with this particular fake hand anyways. And it's helpful if you only put glue on the tip of the free edge of the fake hand. So otherwise it'll be very hard to take it off, the nail off. What you can do also is you can buy pre-shaped tips. It'll be a lot easier and it'll cut this step out.
watching, boy, just take me out. 'Cause this situationship's wearing me down. So baby, just lie to me. Tell me that you'll never leave. Tell me I'm the only one you need. Even if it's just one night. Baby, just lie to me. Save me from this misery. Tell me I'm the only one you need, yeah. Even if it's just one night.
Okay, now after rubbing up the nail plate of the false nail, we are actually going to start placing the acrylic. This monomer that I'm using is a compilation of different ones, so I do not have that. This is NSI Attraction acrylic, and these two are iGel Beauty, and the colors of this is Sunset Boulevard, the orange color, and the yellow color is called Mulholland Drive. So start with the yellow at the top. And place a small bead. Don't have to move it too much. Just a couple swipes. Be sure not to get it on the cuticles. Alright, next is orange. And on candy corn, if you notice, the middle part, the orange, is always a little bigger. Still, you want to get that flush with the other colors. So just kind of pull forward and pull back. That's how you do a three-way ombre. And then add a little more orange here because I see a little clear spot. Just want to try to get that as even as possible. Wiping the brush is very important, so make sure you wipe your brush often. And I would just do a voiceover on this part. However, my microphone on my computer broke, so I have to narrate as I'm doing this. So that means I'm not speeding this part up. Sorry. I know some people complain about that. I do apologize. If you would like to send me some money to get me a new laptop or a microphone that works with my laptop, be my guest. Otherwise, that's what's going on. It's not that I'm not able to. It's not that I'm not aware of it. It's just, that's what's going on. Alright, so that's the first nail. Take this orange. And you want to make a thin layer because we're going to encapsulate this with clear so we can file. The last hand that I didn't have to file much because I laid the acrylic pretty smooth. I just roughed it up so I could buff it. And the key to good looking nails is making sure that the cuticle area is laid really well. You want to make sure that you're working ergonomically at all times. So if it's straining your back or your arms, then your body has a way of letting you know that you're not working ergonomically. I have to remind myself of that, especially working on this practice hand. It's real easy to put the hand where you wouldn't normally put a live person's hand, a real person's hand, things like that. So I'm just doing an opposite stroke of the brush, and then when it's too much of an ombre, I just take it back down. So just light strokes, just to get that laid evenly. Maybe you want more of an ombre effect, you can just kind of. I've never seen anyone explain it the way that I'm explaining it, so it's good to watch different videos because if you're trying to learn how to ombre, it's kind of more so practice than anything, but there's different tricks that you can watch other people do that may help you out. So I think that's a little too much white on my orange, so I'm just gonna really add a little more orange color. I'll go back and add some more white. When I've seen these looks get created on YouTube, I've seen people mainly do them with gel polish or nail polish with sponge or with pigment powders. I've seen it done that way. I've never really seen anybody take the time to do a three-way ombre with acrylic. I'm sure it's out there, I just haven't seen it. So that's a realistic candy corn. Alright, let's get moving. We got 3 more nails to do. Goes by pretty quickly. I'm making sure that cuticle area, I'm treating it like a real cuticle, how I would lay acrylic on a real nail. So a little more yellow here. I'm working with a medium bead. That's where my brush is not overly saturated because you do not want the dip powder to run. So, but you don't want it to be too dry as well because you want it to have a nice spread to it to create that ombre effect. And I'm just placing that bead in the middle so that way I have enough room to pull that white bead down and back. See a little naked spot, so I'm just going to take a little more orange. And if you notice with candy corn, it's not that much white. Most candy corns have a really small white tip. So that's what I'm doing to make these look realistic. And I think this might be my next look on my hands. This is really pretty. It's really festive and fall-like, so. I'm just laying that yellow. You can go in, depending on how transparent or opaque you want it to look. Going with a couple coats of the Eye Gel Beauty Dip Powder. Also too, when you're laying acrylic on a hand, it's nice to know that you can hold the finger down in a downward motion if you want it to run down the nail. If you want it to kind of stay still, then you want to hold the nail leveled, and so on and so forth. I was never told that, but it's kind of common sense, but you don't know if somebody don't tell you sometimes. I know I didn't. So we're just going to pull this back, this bead, this white bead. We're going to pull it forward a little bit. Making sure you wipe your brush often. You don't want that acrylic to cure in your brush. And with white acrylics, I noticed they're a different consistency than colored acrylics sometimes. They're more sticky. So you want to work with a wetter bead when you're working with white to be able to move it. Alright. These look really good. Alright, last but not least, the thumb. And then we're going to encapsulate with clear. Sorry guys, we're back again. My batteries died, so I had to change them. Okay. So what I was saying was, if you get a color on, say I got too much orange, just take some yellow and go back over it. Alright, and we're going to continue with this nail. I think it'd be cute if you kind of did like a clear version of this. I mean, you could with gel polishes. And I might come back and recreate that look. This is really easy. I would say this is it's not beginner friendly just because you have to know the ratios of your dots, your beads. I would say it's moderate. It's not difficult either. Okay, and we're going to let that dry. In the meantime, I'm going to clean the brush and get some clear acrylic. It's always wise to just put the lids on to avoid any accidental spills or anything dripping in your powder. So once you're done, put the lids on tightly. I really like this clear acrylic. It is Advanced Polymer. It's by Lee Beauty. Got it off of Amazon. No, I will not be posting the links because that's just too much work. You can find it on Amazon. All right. So now we're just going to put a light coating of clear acrylic on top of these. I know you're not supposed to double dip the brush in monomer because it causes surface breakdown. Honestly, I've been doing that, and the way that I do it, I don't experience any surface breakdown. So just do what works for you. I wouldn't do that either too on a person's hand. I wouldn't run the risk of surface breakdown happening, but I do it on my personal hands, and my nails do not break due to weak layers of acrylic. So we're just gonna make these layers really thin, make sure we're getting that cuticle area really well. Just kind of brush it out. This is your opportunity as well to fill any gaps that you might have in your colored acrylic. So any dips that you may have, you could just go ahead and fix it. It will cut down on the amount of filing time. The key to all of this in the nail industry is knowing that practice truly makes perfect. The more you practice, the easier things become. It's helpful to watch other nail techs do, you know, certain looks, things like that. And not only that, it inspires you to, you know, find different looks or to push yourself, things that you thought that you couldn't create. You may find out it's pretty easily. I know that I have, and so to the nail channels that I am subscribed to, I thank you for your uploads because they are helpful. I'm just doing a light file because just to buff it. Now this is a 100 grit, so it's more abrasive. Using this for more so the free edges and the side walls of the nail. Just to perfect that shape just a little bit more. You don't have to waste so much time doing your shaping in the beginning because you're going to lay acrylic and have to shape some more. So you want to get the main gist of your shape. It's helpful if you have the nail straight in front of you, looking dead on. That way you can tell if it's straight. It's also good to turn the hand upward so you can see. Another thing I didn't learn, I learned this from watching nail videos. When you file by hand, go in one. You don't want to go like this. You want to go in one motion. If you're right-handed, go to the right. If you're left-handed, go to the left. Unless there's like a dip, and then you kind of want to do both motions as such. Just to get that dip out and make it flush with the rest of the nail. And you'll have perfect shaping every time, trust me. So we're making some of these coffins, some of them stiletto, and that's okay because candy corn, some of them are wider than others. They're not perfect. Unless you are absolutely, positively one of those people that are OCD and have to have every nail perfectly shaped, which that perfect doesn't exist, but if you're a perfectionist, it's kind of up to what your clients want. Some people like their nails thinner, some people like them thicker. It just kind of depends on the person. So if you have clients, make sure you communicate with them what kind of, thickness and shape they like, or what may complement their hands based on their profession and things of that nature, and the way the hand looks as well. We don't want to stab anybody, so we're not going to make it too sharp. Okay. Again, I don't have to file very much. And a little bit. That's really good. Now, if you want to have these look shiny, if you want them to look matte, you can add a matte top coat, honestly, or you could just buff them. These I just buffed just for sake of time. I did not put any matte top coat. I do have a matte top coat that I could put on top. But I like the way they look matte. Something about a matte top coat that just screams fall time to me. So I like matte nails for the fall. Yes, I like dipping this nail. Alright, last but not least, the thumb. I think this whole hand turned out really well. So these are some beautiful looking candy corns. Now I want to change my nails. Now this is a look that you can change. You can go in by simply filing off the acrylic. In that case, I would suggest putting a clear protective layer first before laying the colored acrylics. And that way you can file it off. Or simply just use gel polish or nail polish and paint over them with it, but you'll have to use a darker color. So that way it doesn't show, the yellow and the orange or the white doesn't show through. You can even do some 3D artwork, like add a pumpkin or something on top of these if you want it. So how about that now? Alright, let's get into the buffing part. The buffing gets any scratches, any deep scratches off the nail. Alright guys, this is the final look, and I will turn this towards the light. These are my candy corn nails. I did not use any matte top coat, however you can go in with the matte top coat to make this matted. I just simply buffed them and let them be, and they look so realistic. Look at that. Okay. Alright, that is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you like to see more videos like this, and make sure you share, tell a friend to join the page. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of any new videos that I may upload. Alright, thank you Nailistas for watching.